Mafia movies hold a dear spot in the hearts of many filmmakers. Every filmmaker remembers the first time they saw Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, a type of film that inspires us as cinema fans. But before we rank the best mafia movies of all time, let's define the key characteristics. The ranking of these films is in relation to their quality and importance as mafia movies, rather than just general gangster movies.
We ran everything. We paid off cops, we paid off lawyers, we paid off judges. Everybody had their hands out. Everything was for the taking. And now it's all over.
Many of these films from our top gangster movies of all time list were excluded, with special exceptions for extraordinary impact as mafia movies. Organized crime? Check. Corruption of morals? Check. Drug trafficking, bookmaking, and high profit trading? Check.
Mike, you don't come to Las Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that!
Fredo, you're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
Before we start with this video, I request you to subscribe to Cinematic, like and share this video, and stay tuned with us. Also, follow our page on Instagram @Cinematic3 and on Twitter, The Cinematic3. Welcome to Cinematic. This video is about the 13 best mafia movies of all time. On number 13, Black Souls in 2014. Black Souls is a quiet film, and the story traces back to the origins of the southern Italian crime. It follows a family of 3 brothers who each represent a unique relationship with the mafia. Black Souls is one of the best new mafia movies. On number 12, Bugsy in 1990.
You want to rape me?
This is crazy.
Shut up and answer the question.
No,
Do not lie to me. You stole from me. You stole from me, and stealing is a form of rape. Did you think you could get away with it? Did you think you could steal from me?
Look no further for the quintessential American mob movie than Bugsy. This is a mafia movie about America. The themes of Bugsy are chasing West Coast dreams and trying to go legitimate, away from the criminal life. Ultimately, as with many great mafia movies, these hopes dry up in the desert heat. On number 11, Road to Perdition in 2002. Road to Perdition breakdown, it shows how it's being different by bucking the trend with the last stage of mafia movies. Rather than continuing with a life of crime, the protagonist's son is immobilized by the thought of it, which ultimately makes his father the proudest he could be. On number 10, Sexy Beast in 2000.
Is your middle name ungrateful or what? Ain't you got nothing to say? Just gonna stand there like Porky Pig, hiding behind your wife's skirt, your ex-porn star's wife's skirt.
The film is set up on these tired conventions. But it's the outlandish exaggeration of these conventions that makes Sexy Beast one of the all-time great mafia movies. On number 9, Election 1 and Election 2 in 2005-2007. Many mafia movies are about the pursuit of something material, whether that be money, drugs, weapon, or something else. John Ito's election movies are about the immaterial hunt for control, symbolized by the dragon baton. The first film is centered around a democratic election of a new triad boss. The second film continues the story and offers a resolution as to the way of mafia triad operations. The nature of organized crime is the ethical crux of the election, and watching it unravel is both fun and haunting. On number 8, The Irishman in 2019.
Can still do something about it.
There's nothing I can do. What can I do?
You can get my fucking money.
How?
Some other way.
What way?
Same way you got your money. Shh. Lower your fucking voice.
You telling me to lower my voice?
Lower your fucking voice.
Cocksucker.
Don't call me a cocksucker, you.
Scorsese crafts one of his best films that is absolutely worth 3.5 hours of your time. By covering decades of Frank Sheeran's life, we see a more expansive and layered portrait that we rarely get in mafia movies. Next, on number 7, Drunken Angel in 1948. Akira Kurosawa is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, and his early mobster movie Drunken Angel is one of his best. Drunken Angel is not only a foundational film for Japanese mob movies, but also for mob movies around the globe. On number 6, Mafioso in 1962. Mafioso is a film that's very much about this struggle between the north and the south of Italy. It's about who controls power, where they control it, and what they do to spread it. On number 5, Sonatine in 1993. Sonatine is a stylish and captivating film about the Japanese mafia, the Yakuza. Writer, director, and lead actor Takeshi Kitano envisioned Sonatine as a film version of a sonata, a story told in distinct parts. The ending of Sonatine is one of the all-time greats and offers a harrowing glimpse into the fate of a mobster. On number 4, Eastern Promises in 2007. Eastern Promises is the definitive film about the Russian mafia. The primary illicit trade for the Russians in this film is sex trafficking. It's a dark, twisted perspective on the world of gangster crime, anchored by Viggo Mortensen's excellent performance. Next, on number 3, Gomorrah in 2008. It's nearly impossible to talk about modern mafia movies without including Gomorrah. This ever-important film is perhaps the single most comprehensive deconstruction of mobsters ever made. In Gomorrah, nothing is for granted, and the mafia's power is absolute. On number 2, Goodfellas in 1990.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
You're right.
Funny how? What?
Just, you're funny.
It's hard to remember that Goodfellas is nearly 150 minutes long because every minute of the film is so full of detail and exuberance. Martin Scorsese's gangster genre classic is the most fun gangster movie ever made. It's really a simple narrative. With that said, it's incredibly hard to pull off. Goodfellas is a great example of doing all the little things correctly. The result is one of the greatest mobster movies of all time. And on number 1, The Godfather 1 and 2 in 1972-1974.
You can have my answer now if you like. My offer is this. Nothing. Not even the fee for the gaming license, which I would appreciate if you would put up personally.
There's a reason why The Godfather is one of the most revered films of all time. It's emotionally complex, expertly crafted, and thrilling to watch. On the top 30 gangster movies of all time list, I put Part 2 ahead of 1 because it's the former is the film that finds resolution on the themes of the mafia. What's more important, individual success or family loyalty? Is a man capable of changing his character? Is it the responsibility of the mafia to give back to the poor? These are the conflicts that pervade through every part of the Godfather script. The Godfather is a demanding film that doesn't tell you what to believe about the mafia. It just leaves you with the face of a man who lost everything to it. We are pointing the best recommendations from every corner of the world to your head and claiming what's ours, the throne of cinema. If you want to protect your life, then better hit the subscribe button.